Hi, it's Trevor Bragdon with 7-Figure Fundraising. Today's 5-minute fundraising tactic is the 3 types of donor prospects. Now, when it comes to finding new donors, it can really be overwhelming and it's really even hard to know where to start. That's why next week we are launching a brand new class called Raise 100K, which is all about how do you find new major donors for your nonprofit. And one of the things we teach in that class is where to start finding new donors. And a good way to think about it is to break it down into 3 big categories. The first one is warm leads, second is priority leads, and then finally cold leads. So let's begin by talking about warm leads. Warm leads are the leads with the highest likelihood of closing and where you want to begin your efforts. So these could be people who have made some sort of connection already with your organization. Maybe it's because they're a referral from an existing donor or a board member, or maybe it's someone you've met with and you've interacted with that you'd like to set up a meeting where you can make an ask. And then the other category could be lapsed donors or people who you met with years ago and then never gave. But the important thing with each of these different groups of warm leads is that they already have some sort of personal connection with your organization. Now, the next big category is priority leads. These are the people who are really well known in the industry for being philanthropic and probably even philanthropic in your specific area, but have never given to you. So it could be they don't even know about your organization, or more likely is you've just never been able to establish and set up that first meeting. So the good thing about priority leads is that it doesn't have to be this giant list of leads. You can start by just having a small list with people who can give a lot of money and have a lot of impact. And the cool thing is, since it's a small list, you can really customize your approach for each individual on that list. Now, the final category is cold leads. These are the people who have no direct or even an indirect connection to your organization, and there's really no way for you or your staff to establish that connection. So these people are the hardest individuals to close because of how far you have to take them. So if you think about it, you have to move them from first even understanding that your organization exists, then they need to understand what you do, and then they need to agree to a meeting either through a phone call or through a cold email, and then you have to meet with them. So it's a lot of process to get there. But the good thing with all 3 of these categories is you don't have to do them all at once. You can start first with the warm leads, really get that down, and then you move on to the priority leads. And once you have those 2 systems in place, then you can move on to these cold leads. But the key with all of this is you need to know where to start and how do you maximize your time so you can focus on only reaching out to the people that you have the highest potential of meeting with and then closing as a donor. So if you're interested in this and want to find out more, I'd say watch your email for next week when we announce the new class, Raise 100K. And until next week, I just want to say thanks for watching and we'll see you next week.